scene. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Tigers' offense will get the football first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Memphis wants to move quickly. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The running back makes the catch, but he's out of bounds. Officials signaling incomplete. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lopez wants to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hit.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body, and that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Lopez to pass. Pressure coming. Pulls it in down the sideline. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Now from inside the red zone. He caught it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
This offense has had a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Trying play action. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback up.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man in the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Zings it complete to the right. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the...
He lost one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get up.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Snagged out of the air. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Gray. Under fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Memphis will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He made the first guy miss, but there were two. Dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The throw. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking downfield, it's great. Just a short pass to the tight end. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Running to the left. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He's got the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They're going to run it. Running into the open open space.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab. And some room to work. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Making side adjustments here. Lopez to pass. Unloads it left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. North Texas is dominating this one, and you can bet the good folks in Denton are loving every aspect of this offense. They're up 14 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets
breaks into the open. Knocked off his feet.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Tigers in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Gray. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Pressure all over over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense set on first down. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Gets it out fast. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Wants to go up top on first down.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like it.
Turning it on. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Look out, he's got room. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board.
On the set. Cobra.
Lopez to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Floating away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The corners are walked up tight. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Gray. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Here he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this.
He'll start this drive firing.
It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Western Michigan. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. tripped up for the tackle.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man to the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Davidson.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The give to the tailback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Runs through the tackle. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. He'll keep it himself. Got the 1st down and more. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Gray. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Off the play fake. Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 times.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Memphis picking up the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Gray. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Shoots it to the left. Got him in the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They'll go to the toss. Touchdown, Clemson! And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take them.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or...
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the first down, still moving. Spin, still running. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Dropping back, it's Gray. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. One more play to pad the stats. The give to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.